All right, so we all know that the Simpsons have been making some crazy predictions over the years that they've been on. It's been hundreds and hundreds of episodes, and they predicted so many things to such accuracy that many people believe that these are not even predictions. Now, they know something that we don't know. And in this video, the Simpson predictions for 2025 are insane. We're going to see what they're predicting for this year, and we're going to see how many things seem like they're about to happen soon. Because I've seen some of these, and it really blew my mind. So let's watch.
The Simpsons predictions for 2025 are insane. The Simpsons did it again. This show has been making wild predictions for decades, and somehow they keep coming true. From Donald Trump's presidency to smartwatches and even AI, it's honestly getting spooky. So today, we're diving into 10 Simpsons predictions for 2025 that are absolutely insane. From mind-blowing tech to celebrity drama that might actually happen, wait till you hear number 1, it'll freak you out. So grab a snack, hit that like button, and stick around till the end. And hey, drop a comment below and tell us which prediction blew your mind the most. Prediction number 10. AI-generated entertainment takeover. Let's start with something that's already becoming part of our everyday lives: AI taking over our screens. In the episode Itchy and Scratchy and Marge from 1990, Marge tries to tone down violent cartoons, and the studios quickly change the content to match what the public wants. Strangely enough, that's exactly what's happening now, but with artificial intelligence. Today, AI isn't just helping with content, it's starting to create it.
Crazy thing is, this video we're watching right now was created with AI. So how much more do you want to see that this is a true prediction? And the AI that Google is making, it's crazy stuff. I'm sure The Simpsons must have hinted at that at some point.
Tools like ChatGPT and Sora are writing scripts, generating voices, making animations, and even building entire stories on their own. What used to feel like science fiction is turning into reality. In 2023 and 2024, writers and actors in Hollywood went on strike, and one of the main concerns was that AI might replace human creativity. Looking at where things are headed, that concern doesn't seem so far-fetched anymore. Netflix is experimenting with AI-generated animation. On TikTok, AI singers are going viral. YouTube is full of AI-written videos with robotic narrators and auto-edited clips. It's getting harder to tell if the content we enjoy is made by a real person or just a really clever machine. And honestly, most viewers don't even care, as long as it's entertaining. Imagine watching your favorite show, only to find out no humans worked on it at all. If The Simpsons saw this coming all the way back in the 90s, then who knows what's waiting for us in 2025. Prediction.
Imagine if The Simpsons predicted this because they're already using AI to create their episodes way back in the day. Is that something too far-fetched to believe, or do you think The Simpsons predicted this because they were already using this technology beforehand?
Number 9. Virtual reality life. The idea of escaping into a fully virtual world might have seemed like a wild dream years ago, but The Simpsons touched on it in their episode Bart to the Future, which aired back in 2000. In that imagined future, people were using advanced
The Simpsons predicted virtual reality back in 2000? That's insane.
tech to escape reality and live inside digital worlds. Sound familiar? Now jump to today. We have the Apple Vision Pro, Meta's Quest headsets, and VR gaming that feels more real than ever. People are attending virtual concerts, hanging out in digital lounges, and even working inside virtual reality spaces. It's no longer just for gamers. Virtual reality is becoming a lifestyle. In 2025, this might explode even more. Companies are pouring millions into making virtual reality more social and more immersive. With the rise of the metaverse, you could be spending more time in a headset than in real life. Want to take a vacation? There's a virtual reality experience for that. Want to go to class, meet friends, or shop? All possible without leaving your room.
I don't think you'll ever catch me taking a vacation with a headset on, but maybe you think differently. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you're watching on a computer or phone. Let me know, would you take a virtual reality vacation, or is that just craziness?
Some experts believe that as the real world gets more stressful, people will turn to virtual life for comfort. And if the tech keeps evolving, who knows? Maybe living part of your life in virtual reality will be just as normal as scrolling Instagram. Once again, The Simpsons may have been joking about the future, but they weren't too far off. 2025 could be the year where the virtual world starts to feel more real than ever. Number 8. Rise of smart homes controlling us. In the 2001 episode House of Wax, The Simpsons introduced us to a fully automated smart home that does everything for the family. Until it goes rogue, the house falls in love with Marge, gets jealous, and turns into a total nightmare. It was meant to be funny, but watching it now feels a little too real. Today, smart homes are everywhere. We've got Alexa, Google Assistant, smart fridges, doorbell cameras, robot vacuums, and lights that follow voice commands. It all sounds.
And I don't know if you've seen this, but even appliances like dishwashers, nowadays, the new ones, if you happen to get a new one, know this before buying it. They force you to connect it to the internet if you want to use all of its features. And they predicted this. The Simpsons predicted this. That's crazy.
Sounds convenient, but there's a catch. These systems are always listening, always learning, and sometimes they make decisions for us. Now imagine that in 2025, homes won't just respond to commands, they'll anticipate your needs, track your habits, and even manage your mood. Some AI tools already adjust lighting and music based on your feelings. That's amazing. And also kind of creepy. There have already been stories of smart homes locking people out, turning off appliances on their own, or randomly blasting music in the middle of the night. It's funny until it happens to you. If technology keeps moving this fast, 2025 might be the year where smart homes cross the line between helpful and a little too smart. And just like The Simpsons warned us, once your house knows everything about you, it might start acting on its own. Let's just hope it doesn't fall in love with anyone. Prediction number 7. Elon Musk's energy grid takeover. In the 2015 episode The Musk Who Fell to Earth, Elon Musk arrives in Springfield with big dreams. He introduces futuristic tech and clean energy, but it quickly spirals out of control, crashing the local economy. At the time, it felt like playful satire, but looking at things now, The Simpsons might have been onto something. In real life, Elon Musk is no longer just the Tesla guy. He's got his hands in everything. Space travel with SpaceX, brain chips with Neuralink, satellites with Starlink, and even AI with XAI. By 2025, there's a real possibility that his companies could be running a huge chunk of the world's energy, internet, and communication systems. Starlink already provides internet in remote areas. Tesla's solar roofs and batteries are changing how people power their homes. Add AI and satellites to the mix, and you've got one person with massive control over the digital and physical world. That's exciting for innovation, but also a little scary.
If you think Elon Musk has too much power, let me know in the comment section below. I don't know what to think about it.
What happens when one man or one company controls the systems we rely on every day? The Simpsons may have exaggerated for laughs, but the idea of a tech genius reshaping society and causing chaos in the process doesn't feel so far off anymore. If 2025 brings more breakthroughs from Elon, we might just be living in our own version of Springfield. Let's just hope the economy survives this time. Prediction number 6. Food shortages and synthetic meals. In the 1995 episode Lisa the Vegetarian, The Simpsons pokes fun at alternative diets and the idea of weird meat substitutes. Lisa gives up meat, and the family's reaction is over the top, as usual. But buried in the jokes is something that's starting to feel less like comedy and more.
We all know, man, The Simpsons knew this a long time ago when they predicted this, that they're going to be shoving, these fake meats and vegetarian food down our throats. And what's happening, guys? What's happening more and more? What do you see inside your grocery store? Crazy stuff what The Simpsons predicted.
Like a prediction. Fast forward to today, and meat alternatives are everywhere. From lab-grown chicken to 3D printed steaks and plant-based eggs, the way we think about food is changing fast. And it's not just about health, it's about survival. With climate change, supply chain issues, and population growth, traditional farming might not be able to keep up. Experts say that by 2025, we could see a huge shift towards synthetic foods, not just in restaurants, but in everyday homes. Companies are racing to create affordable, sustainable options that don't rely on animals or huge amounts of water and land. Imagine opening your fridge and finding meat that was never part of an animal or eggs that came from a lab. It sounds futuristic, but it's already being tested and approved in several countries. Just like The Simpsons hinted at nearly 30 years ago, our plates might start looking a lot different soon. Whether it's veggie bacon, cell-based meat, or protein shakes made from bugs.
Would you eat a 3D printed steak? Because I know my thoughts on it. What do you think? Would you eat one?
2025 could be the year food gets a full-on sci-fi makeover. And honestly, Homer might not be too happy about it. Prediction number 5. Automated journalism and fake news. In the 1994 episode Homer Badman, Homer is falsely accused of inappropriate behavior, and the media completely twists the story. The episode highlights how the news can take a tiny clip and turn it into a public scandal. At the time, it was a jab at sensationalist TV. Now, it's starting to feel like a prediction. In 2025, we're heading into a world where news might not even come from real journalists anymore. AI is already being used to write articles, summarize interviews, and even create breaking news reports. Some websites publish content written entirely by bots, and most people don't even notice. But here's where it gets tricky. The more AI writes, the easier it becomes to spread misinformation. Add deep fakes, voice cloning, and fake video clips, and suddenly you can create an entire fake news story out of nothing. And yes, it's already happening. Elections, scandals, celebrity gossip, it's all becoming harder to trust. With AI-generated news being shared at lightning speed, how do we know what's real? The Simpsons might not have shown robot reporters, but they warned us about a media world where the truth doesn't matter as much as the clicks. And with 2025 around the corner, the idea of AI-powered, attention-hungry media isn't just likely, it's already here. Let's just hope we can still spot the difference between fact and fiction. Prediction number 4. The collapse of traditional schooling. In the 2006 episode Girls Just Want to Have Sums, The Simpsons takes a satirical shot at the school system by splitting classes based on gender. But the real message? The education system is outdated and kind of broken. That idea is hitting closer to home.
The education system's definitely broken. I can see how easy it would be for The Simpsons to predict that. But do you think they're going to fix it, or do you think it's going to get even weirder? Are kids going to be doing virtual reality class? Is that going to be any better? I don't feel like anything has been getting better over the years, but what do you think?
Now than ever. Today's kids aren't just learning from textbooks or in dusty old classrooms. They're learning on YouTube, watching explainer videos on TikTok, using AI-powered apps like Conmigo or ChatGPT to do their homework. And it's not just for fun. Some of them actually prefer it this way. In 2025, we might see a big shift. With more parents turning to homeschooling, AI tutors becoming more personalized, and students learning everything from coding to calculus online, traditional schools could lose their grip. Some experts say physical schools might become more like social centers than learning hubs. Think about it. Why sit through an hour-long lecture when an AI can explain the concept in 5 minutes in your own style with instant feedback? It's efficient, customizable, and honestly, kind of addictive. Of course, this change won't be perfect. Not everyone has access to the same tech, and schools still offer structure, social learning, and support systems. But if things keep heading in this direction, 2025 might be the year the classroom officially goes digital. And once again, The Simpsons saw it coming. Prediction number 3. Climate crisis chaos. Back in 2005, the episode On a Clear Day, I Can't See My Sister made jokes about Springfield experiencing extreme weather, toxic air, and heat domes. At the time, it seemed like your average Simpsons exaggeration, but looking around now, it doesn't feel so funny. 2024 broke records. Wildfires burned across Canada and Greece. Floods wiped out entire towns in Brazil and Pakistan. Heat waves hit parts of the world that had never experienced such temperatures before. Climate scientists have been warning us for years, but now we're living it. And 2025 might be even worse. Experts say we're approaching a tipping point. Ice caps are melting faster, oceans are warming, and weather systems are going wild. Cities are scrambling to prepare for natural disasters, and food systems are under pressure. Even insurance companies are starting to back out of climate risk zones. What The Simpsons joked about, a world where just going outside is dangerous, is slowly turning into reality. Some places might become unlivable, others may have to change completely to survive. It's scary, but it's also a wake-up call. If 2025 becomes the year the climate crisis hits full force, we might finally be forced to act. On a global level, maybe we'll wish we'd listened to The Simpsons a little earlier. Prediction number 2, automated politics. In the 2008 Treehouse of Horror 19 episode, Homer tries to vote, but the machine keeps switching his vote to the wrong candidate. It was a quick joke, but now it feels eerily spot on. Today, we're already seeing AI being used in political campaigns. Chatbots are answering questions from voters. AI-generated images and voices are being used to spread messages, and sometimes misinformation. Deepfakes are getting so convincing that it's hard to tell what's real. By 2025, things could go much further. Imagine AI writing entire speeches, running campaign ads, even answering interviews. Some people are even asking, could an AI run for office someday? Sounds wild, but think about it.
Can you imagine an AI running for office? At this rate, man, I wouldn't be surprised by anything anymore.
AI doesn't get tired. It doesn't lose its temper. It can analyze millions of data points to predict what people want to hear. Scary? Definitely, but also kind of possible. There's also the darker side. AI being used to manipulate voters, push fake news, or even hack voting systems. If The Simpsons were warning us about rigged machines in 2008, maybe the bigger risk in 2025 is machines running the whole show. It raises big questions. Who's in control? Who's accountable? And what happens when we can't tell who or what we're voting for? Prediction number 1. Human-machine hybrid society. In the 2011 episode Holidays of Future Past, we see a version of the future where people live with robotic pets, have tech implants, and even communicate through thought. It was full of sci-fi humor, but it also painted a picture that's looking more...
That reminds me of the Jetsons. The Jetsons obviously predicted a lot, just like the Simpsons predicted so much. That also reminds me of Futurama. If you've seen Futurama, they predicted many very suspicious things, especially if you look at the very first episode, if you've ever seen it.
More and more real. Fast forward to now. Elon Musk's Neuralink has received FDA approval for human trials. Brain chips are no longer just ideas. They're being tested to help people
Would you get brain chipped? Let me know in the comments.
with paralysis or memory loss. Other companies are developing eye implants, hearing enhancements, and even smart contact lenses. By 2025, we might be crossing into a whole new era, not just using tech, but merging with it. Imagine controlling devices with your thoughts, downloading memories, or having your brain connected to the internet. That's not sci-fi anymore. It's in development. Some call it transhumanism. Others call it terrifying. But it's happening, and The Simpsons might have shown us our future without us realizing it. It opens up huge questions about identity, ethics, and what it even means to be human. If 2025 is the year we start blurring the lines between man and machine, then The Simpsons didn't just predict the future, they warned us. And there you have it. Who knew The Simpsons wasn't just a cartoon? It was basically a crystal ball. From brain chips to robot teachers to AI running politics, 2025 is starting to look a lot like Springfield's version of the future. If even half of these predictions come true, we're in for a wild ride. So which one freaked you out the most? Or better yet, which one do you want to see happen? Smash that like button if your jaw dropped.
Yeah, guys, this is crazy. I'm going to watch more videos about The Simpsons predictions for 2025 because there's a lot of interesting things that people have missed just because The Simpsons have so many episodes, right? So unless you go back and do the craziest marathon of all time and really pay attention to every little thing, because some of these things are very subtle, they're in the background of the videos, then you would miss a lot. So I'm not surprised so many of these Simpsons predictions videos keep coming out all the time because there's so many predictions that people keep finding. So, thank you to whoever made this video. I'm going to link it in the description. If you want to watch more videos with me, because I love watching videos with you, If you prefer watching videos alone, no problem. But if you want to watch them with me so we can, share our thoughts and just watch together, then make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. And anytime you see my face in a thumbnail on a video, you'll know it's me. So click on it and let's watch together. Thank you so much for being here. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you watching with me today, and see you guys in the next one.